Everybody, welcome back to another prediction video for the 2021 season. Up next, we obviously have the Washington Huskies. Uh, Last 3 years they went 10-4, 8-5, 3-1. Now COVID years, so I don't really know if you consider those 4 games worth anything. And personally, I don't. I think this is gonna be Jimmy Lake's first technical year. Guess you can consider that a year zero, but I would consider those more like scrimmages. But anyways, I have them ranked fifth, talent wise in the Pac-12 or 10 or whatever it is now, and returning production I have them eighth near the bottom. There's a lot of. There's a ton of returning production coming back to the Pac-12 this year, like ridiculous amount. Other than a few teams, but most of these teams are like 80% or higher, not 85% or higher. Like it's crazy how much is returning to the Pac-12. A bunch of super seniors. But anyways, we're here for Washington. So their schedule consists of Montana at home, then they go to Michigan, then they have Arkansas State and California at home, or Cal. Then they go to Oregon State, come home to UCLA, little road trip to Arizona and Stanford, come home to Oregon and Arizona State, head to Colorado, and come back for the rivalry against the Cougars. So let's go game by game. Montana should be an easy win. I mean, I don't they got decent basketball. That's all I really know. Next, will be at Michigan. I just think, like all the other Pac-12 predictions against other tiered Power Five conferences, I just think the Pac-12 talent, though the numbers seem close, I just think the talent there is just not even as close, especially to the Big Ten and the SEC. I just think the talent is totally different, even though the numbers say they're not. And though Washington has a lot more returning than Michigan does, it's just Jimmy Lake's probably his first legitimate big game, and it's on the road, and I think you lose this game. Next would be Arkansas State. That should be an easy win. I wouldn't say easy, but you should be able to win this game. Arkansas State usually can produce some good teams, but nothing spectacular that should shock you, especially when you're at home. Next is home against Cal. This was a toss-up for me, and I actually have you losing this game. I just think the coaching at Cal is better, just because I don't really know what Jimmy Lake has to offer yet. Um, I think that Washington's offense is going to be good, but I think Cal's defense is really good, and I think Cal will be able to put up enough points to win like 21, like 17 or 28-21 or some low game, because Cal's defense is going to be good. Cal's offense is going to be okay, but Washington, I just don't trust their defense this early in the season, and the talent gap is real similar. And I'm just going to say Cal upsets. Well, I don't know if you consider it an upset, but I think Cal's going to be pretty good this year, and I think you lose that game. Next, you go to Oregon State. Oops. You should be able to win that game. Oregon State, I have as the worst or least talented team in all Power Five. So though they have a lot returning and though they have a good coach, I just don't think they have enough talent to compete with you guys. Next is home against UCLA. I have you losing this game too. I think Chip Kelly is, yeah, Chip Kelly is on a mission this year. Though they only went 3-4 last year, I think that's pretty good for the kind of season that the Pac-12 had. And I think they're the second highest in returning production. Their talent is very similar. I think Chip Kelly's offense is going to be better than Washington's. And I just think the defense has a lot returning to where they're going to be good this year. And Chip Kelly, though he's been struggling, I just still think he's the better coach in this too. Though it is at Washington, I just think coaching, similar talent, more returning production for UCLA. I'm going to risk it and say UCLA is going to win this game. Next, you go on the road to Arizona. That should be I wouldn't say easy win, because any Arizona team is kind of like an Iowa team. It's hard to win there, down in the desert. But I just think Arizona, new coaching staff, they usually don't have a whole lot of talent. that should just be a pretty simple win for you. Next is on the road to Stanford. I have this as a win as well. Stanford's always, got good coaching. They just don't have the talent, but they have the scheme to fit their players. But I just think Stanford lost way too much this year. Way, way too much this year, and I think you can get it done. Next is home against Oregon. I have you losing this game just because Oregon's very talented. They got a lot coming back this year. I pretty high on Oregon this year. They should, do what they've been doing under Mario Cristobal. They should be, I just think, all around flat better team. And though they have a new quarterback coming in, I think by this time of the season that the quarterback's going to be fine. And just sheer talent's going to win this game for Oregon. But who knows? Maybe Jimmy Lake is considered a good coach at this point in the season, and he wins some of these games that I predicted they lose, and who knows? But I think sheer talent wins this game. Next is home against Arizona State. I have that as a win as well. I just think there's too much turmoil going on down there right now, and who knows what's going to be happening by this point in the season. But I think talent of Washington is better. Though I wouldn't consider the coaching to be better. I just think if Herm Edwards isn't there, this game's probably a blowout. But then at the same time, I could also see the players bonding over this whole situation because they're still really good players. They just don't have their coach is just gone, so they might, kind of fight back for that. But I still think Washington's just way better, and that should be a win. Next is on the road against Colorado. I think that's an easy win too. Though Colorado had a good season during COVID, I think with the regular season being normal again, I think there's a reality check for Colorado, and they're gonna just plummet this year. I mean, the talent's not there. I don't really know what to say about their coach. I just think it was one of those things that was just good for them because of COVID. And so Colorado has a lot coming back too, and they're gonna be able to run the ball, but I just think talent of Washington's defense and Washington's offense should be enough to go to Colorado and win that game. And then finally, Washington State at home, big rivalry game. I have you winning this game also. Nick Rolovich is going to be ready. I just don't know if they have I don't think he's got the players yet for him to be, I mean, he does, because it's the same thing. It's kind of the same offensive scheme as Mike Leach. So I guess I'm kind of just taking this one off a gut feeling. Due to Washington having more talent and due to it being at Washington, I think Jimmy Lake he's going to need a big win, and I think this is a big win for him. So I have Washington going 8-4, 6-3 in the Pac-12. It's hard to pick the Pac-12, kind of like the Big 12. It could be a toss-up no matter who they play, other than Oregon State or Arizona or even Colorado. I mean, you could see Washington going to Michigan winning, but I just think Michigan's kind of on a mission this year, and I think Harbaugh knows he needs to win some games, or he's probably going to be gone. And the fact that he is a great coach compared to Jimmy Lake. But we don't know Jimmy Lake because he only coached 4 games during a COVID season, so we don't really know what to expect. So I'm just kind of going off of talent and coaching matches or matchups. And yeah, maybe they do beat Cal, maybe they do beat UCLA. I could see him going 10-2. The only true loss I really see is Oregon, just because of the amount of talent that's at Oregon. But anyways, 8-4, 6-3 in the Pac-12. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below, subscribe, share the video. Let me know what you guys think Washington's going to do this year. And that'll do it. Thank you.